Hello, that's me, Dean Whiston. Over the last 10 years, I've been lucky enough to live out a childhood dream and work as a cameraman all over the world. I've hung out of helicopters covering bushfires, worked hundreds of Ks out at sea on insane fishing shows, covered breaking news stories, and I love a bloody good photo bombing at a news presser. But now, I'm packing my camera gear and I'm travelling around the country to film what I think are Australia's real weekend warriors. So join me as I discover what motivates and inspires these everyday Aussies to put their bodies and minds through hell just to reach that finish line.
Gotta love it, don't you? 100k in, 20 to go. Woo!
I'm always late.
So the boot's packed, all my camera gear's in there, and right now, I'm making the huge journey from Melbourne to Cairns. Now that's going to take me 3 days in itself, but there's a reason why. Online I found this really unique race. It's called 3 marathons in 3 days. Very little of it is on bitumen. It's all on goat tracks like this, so as soon as I seen that, I just knew I had to go and film it. Now, my twin brother lives in Cairns, and straight away, the cog started to turn, and I thought, I can get Scott to help me with it.
Well, about 6 weeks ago, my twin brother rang up. I was away at work and asked for a favour, and as he usually does, I was like, yeah, what do you need? He goes, oh, just doing a documentary, could you give us a hand? I'm like, oh, sweet, I'll get a little gaffer's job or something. Then he goes, oh, no, you've got to run it. So it's 127 k's through the rainforest for 3 days. I'm like, oh, yeah, no worries. I haven't ran 10 k's in about 10 years, so might have an issue. And he's like, oh yeah, sweet as, oh, don't worry about it then. So went back to Wodonga that night and I had to think about it, rang up the next day and said, are you serious about that? And he goes, yeah, there's a competition in Cairns, 3 marathons in 3 days, so I'll get someone to do it. Don't worry about it, you won't be able to finish it. And I was like, whatever, neck up your parrot, I'll give it a crack.
Now if Scott can finish this would be huge. I reckon in the last 10 years, the most he's ran is 10 metres. When you accepted the challenge, how did you get your body right?
Well, initially I went for a jog the following day and got about 400 metres and never had asthma, but felt like I was having an asthma attack. I was that unfit, so pretty disappointed how unfit I'd let myself get. So when I do my FIFO job, I normally get up at 3:30 in the morning to start my day. So I started getting up at 3 o'clock and just walking for half an hour. It sounds like nothing, but just had to get the body moving and get used to just pretty much doing exercise again. So I did that, started off half-hour walks in the morning, and then when I get home at night from work at 7 o'clock, I just started building up from 1k to 5k to 10k in that first month. The last 3 weeks I've been doing 20k runs 3 days in a row. I have not trained running up a hill at all the last 6 weeks where I work. It's a gravel track that's flat around the campsite, and I've just ran laps around that, so I haven't even walked upstairs or done any sort of strength or conditioning work to run hills. So I'm really interested to see how the body pulls up, whether I should have done more Ks running to get Ks through the legs, or whether I should have done more core training and strength training to tackle the hills.
So I've just driven 3 days to get up here, and you've raced me straight down here the night before the race. Why are we down here?
So I just rocked up to Colonial Palms. It's the past tonight, so it's a pre-race briefing. So rocked up here. Apparently there's a fair few people that entered the event last year, so the reason coming here is to pick people's brains, find out who did it last year, and get some advice on what to do and how to go about it for tomorrow morning. So I'm pretty excited to get in there.
Inside were about 50 athletes racing tomorrow. A full pasta buffet spread was provided, and Scott managed to find himself sitting next to Sean Muddock. Sean took part in this race last year.
A long while ago I used to just sit at home watching people run and see everything, and then I was like, oh, I must go out and do running. So I run 5k on the Esplanade as you do, and just got into it like that. And then over time, I joined the running club and a bit more and a bit more. And then it would have been about 3 years ago, you see people doing the 3 marathons in 3 days and you're like, whoa, that's pretty hard. I could never do that. And then sort of last year, it's just, why not sign up? Why not give it a go? Just, and you've got to try it. Just try and push yourself mentally, try something else, and just try and break them barriers, really.
As part of the night, the race organisers had 3 special guest speakers. Karen Tupis ran the Braveheart 777, which is 7 marathons in 7 states in 7 days. This is a gruelling event which sees competitors run marathons in Perth, Adelaide, Canberra, Melbourne, Hobart, Kingscliff and the Gold Coast. Karen just completed all 7 just a few days ago. Now she is adding another 3 to her list. The second speaker was a guy called Will Placey from France. He told the crowd how he was running 52 half marathons in 52 weeks in 5 different continents this year. And the last speaker was Peter Watson. Peter has come back for his 4th time at this race. Peter spoke to the audience about his plans to run the whole length of New Zealand in 72 days. It's his small contribution to help raise awareness for the Dynasty Rescue charity. I watched Scott for the rest of the night, and everybody had a good laugh when he told them it was his first attempt at running anything over 20 kilometres. Later that night, we arrived back at Scott's house, and it was time for some last-minute preparations. What was the biggest bit of advice that was your mate Sean give you?
Walk the hills, run downhill, run the flats, run downhill, any sort of hills or inclines, walk them. It's not like a genuine marathon running around on the roads. So it's a trail run, so just pretty much enjoy yourself and take your time. You're there to finish it, not to win it. They're just super passionate. Everyone, like, you rock up the football match to say you go for Collingwood, everyone super loves talking about the Pies. Those guys just love talking about running shoes and training programs and what they eat, and everyone has their own, someone's eating dates, someone doesn't eat dates, someone likes the gels, someone didn't like the gels. Apparently my legs are going to get pretty sore, so I'll throw the old compression skins in. I throw on a heart rate monitor. I reckon just go about 60 to 70% of your heart rate the whole time. Don't push yourself too much, so I won't argue with that one. And I didn't know, but apparently you can have like a little drop bag, so tomorrow morning I'll throw some food, a couple of cans of soft drink in here, put the salt tablets in there, might smash one of them. Cold spray, pain relief. I'll just throw that around my whole body. And that'll do. I'm out and going to bed. Training I've done the last few weeks to get here, the big toenails died. It's hanging on just by about a mil, but I don't want to rip it off because all the skin under there is nice and soft, so I don't want to get any more, roughed up today. And then going for a walk the other day down the beach, just split the webbing in between my other foot, so it looks like it's a little bit infected.
2 buses dropped athletes off at the start line in Kuranda, 30 kilometres north of Cairns. There are two groups spaced an hour apart. Generally, the second group are the faster runners. Scott was still getting the same reaction from his fellow competitors when they found out this was his first attempt at a marathon.
He thinks I'm crazy.
You think he's crazy for doing a marathon today?
But first one.
First marathon, 3 marathons, quite crazy. But we are all crazy.
Very crazy.
Yeah. 3 marathons.
Please, if someone is sitting on the side of the track, they don't look good, you need to stop. Don't just say, are you okay? And they go, yes, because I always say yes and I'm not okay. So make sure you check your fellow competitors. That's very important today. If you get to an intersection and there is no sign, you need to get your map out and look. Or you need to wait until someone comes to tell you where to go, right? So just be, you might be on your own. So don't rely on following someone else, because we had about 12 people go wrong about 2 or 3 years ago, and they all didn't really finish the 3 marathons because they missed out the hard section in Barron Gorge. All right? So you ready to go?
And then it was Group 2's turn.
Nothing like a camera to make people pick up the pace, is there? Hey?
I know I went in with a game plan, but that's all changed. I threw that straight out the window.
Whoa! Yeah, that was nearly a stack. It's 8.4 k's in the race. I'm in the lead, but I think I went out way too hard. Far out. Nice through here. I'm knackered. Hey!
Well, I went in with feet trouble. I can see why goats have hooves, because that's perfect for this terrain, not my feet.
Yay!
How far are you into it?
About 23k.
Feeling good.
Getting it done.
Getting it done.
That's the hardest section of the whole race, that section. So you always feel bad now, but it's not a particular good day for me.
Oh, what's happened?
No, I'm just not feeling up to it.
Things can change, you know. It's
Well,
because you're not feeling it now doesn't mean you won't
That's what
feel
you
it
have to
later.
tell yourself.
Nearly there.
As we got closer to the end of the first day, I could see Scott's running form was quickly deteriorating. The constant up and downs had taken its toll on Scott's legs. So what's the biggest obstacle so far?
Uphill the whole way. Uphill, downhill, it's not flat. I think you've got to do a lot more strengthening conditioning work to do this. Can't run down the hills because my toes are all killing me. So you've got to walk down all the hills. And this is the only flat part of the thing for hours. 5.5 hours.
What's the body feel like, energy-wise?
Oh, energy's fine, just the legs aren't strong enough to run up and down the hills. You've got to walk some of them.
How many k's in are you?
35, nearly there. Well, for day one. Day one nearly finished.
Oh, that was easy. Let's do it again.
Well done, everyone. Your first marathon.
Ah, even better. Well done, mate.
Congratulations.
Picked the hardest one ever to do too for your
Just
first
take
one.
when you're ready, we'll take to the table over there so they can record you.
The first marathon, a ridiculously hard marathon, and you're going to back it up with another 2 hard ones.
I don't know about that.
Come on, you got this far. What I can tell you is, everybody finds the first day the hardest.
That was ridiculous. It was just hill everywhere.
Well, you haven't seen the big hills, they're tomorrow. But on average, people are quicker on the second day.
1 out of 3, what was I thinking?
I mean,
I wouldn't say that.
Just sometimes you
I
go,
don't think it's fake. So
Really?
barring the catastrophic failure,
is this a midlife crisis?
I should.
It is, really.
So what was it like finishing your first marathon?
Said it was like trail running, so I just imagined it'd be like cross country when you're back at school. Pretty much just on grass and a couple of little hills and around a couple of corners, but that was intense. That was uphill and downhill for the first 26 k's or something, and then there's a piece of flat road for about 400 metres the whole lot. So going up the hill, all you're doing is your hamstrings and calves are screaming at you and cramping up, and then downhill, got to use your quads and your knees as brakes so you don't fall over. And none of it's on a road or anything. It was all through a little goat track full of rocks and twigs. And so some of the advice I got today from running around having a chat to the couple of guys passing me after your first marathon, what you do to recover. Redox. So I filled the bath up. I forgot to ask how much to put in. Seems like a decent amount. Listen to some music, maybe fall asleep. Download all the information from the GPS watch and have a look at it. Got a protein drink and got a heap of stuff to eat, nibble on. And I'll just chill out in here for. That's as cold as you like.
Anyone saw it, just me.
Oh, T-Bose. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I was good when I woke up, starting to sound a little bit, but it's one of those things that's normally 24 hours at least. So you won't have time. Yeah, you won't have time for the full stiffness to kick in.
Another one.
How you feeling today, mate?
I feel good actually. Yeah, no, really good. But I tightened up a lot yesterday, so I've got to try to stretch them out.
Where'd you tighten up?
All the way through the legs. Like my first 5 or 6k yesterday was excruciating pain. But we got there.
What did you do last night to try and loosen it? Anything special?
Eat, drink, a couple of beers.
Couple of beers?
Always have a couple of beers in between. You've got a carb load.
The drop box.
It's my normal routine.
So what's the game plan today then?
Slow and steady. So it's always that way. So just get through today and then you can enjoy tomorrow.
The winner from last year looks like he ran here this morning. He's all sitting there ready. His shorts on, sipping on water.
There's a rumour going around that you actually ran here.
Did I what, sorry?
That you ran here.
Oh, we're staying here. So yes, I did. Yeah, it was a long haul. Yeah. Pretty horrific low moments yesterday, but yeah, just walk it through. That's my philosophy. Just
So you had some low moments as well?
Oh yeah, Snake Gully. Snake Gully is tough, and I tripped every single step of the way, and I walked most of it, and yeah, as you do. Yeah, just get through it.
How'd your groin today? Didn't you get sore yesterday?
Yeah, it really did. Yeah. All down here as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just a relentless in that forest. I hope today, if it's just straighter, it's not going to. I try to roller it out. Like I've got my rollers here, and one of those. That's it. I was in 2 months with to come, but I thought I'd give it a crack.
David Attenborough there.
As Group 1 took off, it was clear to see Scott's body was going to take a little while to warm up, as he was already trailing the designated walker. Coming into the race, I knew that athletes would be subject to the pressures, but I couldn't imagine how it could affect the marshals.
Look at this. Look how he's got the fig tree. We're past the fig tree. Yellow gate. Turn right. They're going to go towards the dam. Back to 16.
How is Larry's arrow
Fuck
to the
the
right?
fino. Let's.
You're getting all this confidence? You're getting all this? Sorry.
Inspired.
Well, we're inspired at the moment because you don't get given a lot of information and you're trying to work it out. You really are. That's like...
So you sure?
Well...
You sure that's the dam?
So what's your guys' role is to...
We're a checkpoint, so we're meant to know what they're doing.
Oh, that's Lake Morris, yeah.
There too. It's too hard.
Seen any kangaroos?
Only the one this morning. Haven't seen any more, so.
18 k's in to the second day. About 2.5 hours. So sore. Running with the group for all the morning, but they've just ran off. I can't feel my feet. I can't stride out. It's my mission just to finish today.
Running for change.
With the entire field of runners making their way to the 20-kilometre checkpoint, it was time to head back and see how the marshals were going.
So this is our saviour. Just to make sure it's in the camera. This is our saviour.
Is it working, those things?
Searching for a network.
Oh, yeah.
Ring? I'm not sure who I'm getting, but it's Sue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your plan now?
The plan is we're going to set up here on the basis of 1, my memory from 5 weeks ago when I ran it. 2, we haven't seen any other gates. 3, this is the power line corridor, which makes it Bridle Creek Road, and the distances make sense, and we haven't seen any other gates. The only things that are lacking is a number 23, but the kilometres make sense, and the map makes sense. So we're going on that basis of setting up here.
I don't know if we have.
You got to take your hat off to those marshals. They stuck to their game plan, and a few moments later, the race leader emerged over the yellow gate.
Lonely shadows following me. Lonely ghosts come a-crawling. Lonely voices talking to me. Now I'm gone, now I'm gone, now I'm gone. And my mother told me someday.
Those hills are killers, eh? There's going to be some people crying. See that?
Struggling to even run. I think just lift my feet up.
How are the legs?
Shit house.
Like about to
Everything
off or just
even? Everything feels like it's just going to snap. Just thinking before, it's been 9 hours of running up a hill in the last 2 days.
What's harder, you reckon, now, to uphill or down?
They're both the same because they knacker you running up the hill and then you can't go down it.
We made it this far. I'm feeling better today than I did yesterday. And put some whiskey in it too.
There's whiskey at the next stop.
What do we got? We've got still another, nearly 20 k's to go today and 40 to go tomorrow, so 60 some. Been a bit conservative. 20 litres. It doesn't matter how many times you run up and down it doesn't get no easier.
Cramping now. That was just terrible in there. I mean, that's just, that's just not funny at all. I've done it a few times before and I still hate it every time.
Want a Coke?
Yeah. Might give it a miss next year. Got it on camera. This is my last year.
How you doing? Don't speak. Do you want Coke? Do you want electrolyte or do you want water? Never again.
You're getting that energy from the pasta?
Never again. What's wrong with you? Bloody sook.
Pasta party does wonders.
It does, Sean.
A few energy snacks, keep you going. Not far to go now.
It's in slow motion.
I jumped back into the car and went in search of trying to find Scott. I found him and he was having an absolute ball. Fun?
What? I'd rather eat a rock. Sharp rock.
How sharp? Do you want me to find you one?
Yeah.
And I'll give you a lift?
Yeah, just find a sharp rock and I'll suck on that. I'll jump in the back seat.
Alright, only 20 k's to go. I'll see you later, mate.
That's today, and there's another fucking marathon tomorrow.
Yeah. See you, mate.
Those are fabulous. It's all in your head. No, it is.
It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Tell yourself you hate them, then it makes it 100 times worse than what it really is. Tell yourself you love them, then you love them. And I thank my lucky stars for squats. That's my secret.
On the side, yeah.
That is bullshit crazy. I can't run up hills, I can't run down hills.
Hardest thing you've done?
Easily.
How are the hills?
Up and down, 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 down and up and down again.
Who designed this course?
Me.
Oh, God.
Bloody shit. Bloody shit. That's what I tell you. They're all the same. Well, like I said, I did this 4 times before I realised how hard it was.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm a slow learner.
Looking forward to taking my shoes off and looking at my perfect toes.
Oh, the ever-smiling cameraman.
How are you travelling?
Oh, it's the toughest challenge I've been on so far. I'm still alive.
Should go back to about kilometre 13. There was a 10-metre stretch of flat road. Everyone was really happy back there.
At this stage of the race, I can't even bend over. I try and swing at the water and scoop it up like a backhoe. I finally miss the water 3 times, give up, and then just start hearing the weird noises.
Does that cold water seize your legs up at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely perfect for what we want. Your legs are burning, then it gets frostbite there, and then it starts getting hot again up the hill.
I've never done anything like this. It's different from running on the road. Now it's 42 and 42 and another 42. Who came up with that idea?
Bit sore now. 84.4 down, 42 to go. Tomorrow will be fun. Tomorrow will be interesting. See if I can get out of bed in the morning.
You eat your whiskey?
No, not yet. I got my Coke again, but I'm still waiting on the whiskey.
Oh, there's one part in day one and 2 parts in day 2. So you're just thinking, oh, enough's enough. But then you start to find a rhythm and it's pretty social and everyone's really friendly here, so it sort of pushes you on to finish. So.
There's just some of those steep bits and you just go, your calves are dying.
And it just seems endless.
Yeah. And there's one hill I know when it's the last one I go, oh, thank God.
Yeah. If you had any eagle going in, it was long gone by the time you got out, right? Like it just shreds it away.
Go and get it back. Go out there again.
Strips it layer by layer.
Mate, have you changed your mind?
About what?
What you said earlier on
I
tape?
didn't say anything. What did I say? Got it on camera. This is my last year.
Is that what you said?
No, I don't even know. Who are you?
Might have been the other guy.
Probably his twin.
I'll see how we go. I might give it another go.
That all purple white. Yeah, it's just how you want your toes. 63,000 steps today, just on them.
Guys, everything's fucked. Yeah, I lost 2 last year, so.
How long were they take to grow back?
12 months. Literally just got back. It was brand new toe and it's going again. Well.
Right, on the drive home, my feet just really started to play up. The like adrenaline started coming down from the race, and your body starts getting cold, and even just putting foot on pedal started killing me.
What's the change up with this one from yesterday?
Oh, I just get my whole legs in there. Yesterday I sort of had to scrunch your legs up. So like your knees are out, but the rest of your body was in. I mean, your knees are in, but your ankles are out.
You do the hokey pokey?
And then I turned around and I fell out the bath. I can't do that here.
How long are you going to be here for?
What time's the race start tomorrow? Could be in here all bloody night. I don't know if I can get out.
So how did you wake up?
Foot throbbing like an alarm clock, and it just got completely worse overnight.
I've got a broken bone in my foot. Can't walk, can't move. I'll pack my gear and just rock up there and see how we go.
What's happening? Pulled out, can't walk. I think I got stress fracture in the foot. Getting annoyed because everyone else can still walk and they're going to run today. But it took me about 6 minutes to walk from that until over here to my car. I worked out I got to work 17 minutes a K to finish in 12 hours, but there's no way in the world I'm going to even finish it. To be honest, I just put the leaderboard up there. It's like an 18 plates after the first day, which is not too bad for the first marathon, but then 70 Ks in total, I just hit a brick wall and all my legs started going. Now I didn't even finish.
It's actually now really that it's really happening. We're really going to do it. Get that 3rd medal.
Sore, sore, very sore.
Nice.
Every muscle bar one is sore.
What muscle is that?
The important one.
brain?
My brain muscle. Yeah.
So I did this last year, and last year I was very, very depressed and over it. But it's amazing, a bit of experience. I feel much better today. Yeah.
Everyone's different. Like one guy's running really well. His legs are fine. It's his lower back that's killing him. You know, chat to another fella and he goes, he can't feel his upper body. I'm like, how'd you do? What have you done to your upper body?
Yeah, arm sore in your legs.
Just because I'm carrying my water, just carrying a kilogram all the time, and your arms just get really, really sore.
I had it up one time during a normal pace marathon. You extend and flex your shoulders and arms about 20,000 times. So you did 20,000 reps
of a kilogram.
Of a kilogram. So figure it out, right? It's going to be sore. It's a lot of reps.
Yeah.
I've got a niggle injury in my foot and my lower back. That's the worst things, but other than that, I feel pretty good in myself. I'll see how I go on the downhills today, though.
Is that an ongoing thing or something that's just come up?
Nah, something that's just come up. I don't normally get too many injuries, but when you put your body through this, then I think you deserve everything you get, really.
I changed socks today, so that's the first time I've changed socks all weekend. I washed them.
Oh, nice.
I washed them.
Why is that?
Why did I wear the same ones?
Or?
No, they were just really nice and thin. They're cycling socks, so, and they didn't keep any water in them. They had no, but I was wearing a hole in them on the same toe every day, so on both feet.
Someone forgive me, it was just the other day. The look on your face was 1,000 miles away. It's only midnight and I'm talking to you back. I love you way too much to just give up like that. You know I never wanna say what I say. You're disappointed, but it has to be that way. I'm gonna wait until it's only you and I. And if I get caught, I'll deny. Breathe in the night. You can call me anything you like, stupid but true. I'd still do anything for you. Someone forgive me, I'll become the person I was meant to be. There's no one here but you and I. Someone forgive me,
It's an incline. You walk inclines on day 3. You actually walk on day 1 too.
Old mate still hasn't caught you. What are you at? 14k?
Yeah. Who? Nick?
The winner, the one that always passes about 14k.
Yeah, I know.
He's right.
I told him 13k.
Well, he's about 500 metres behind.
I'm pretty happy to be leading him at 13k.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So leading the event, leading the 13k mark of the last day.
That's better than yesterday's quote.
This is my last year. Can't even remember yesterday.
Hey Mum, send money, I'm broke.
Gonna love it, don't you? 100k in, 20 to go. Woo!
Rather speechless, really.
Speechless this time?
Speechless.
Why?
Yeah, all that stuff. Oh, we just smiled, it's good.
I'll always be the answer that you didn't need. I'll always be that child tugging at your sleeve. I'll be on every photo that you...
Yeah, so far so good, old mate, eh? We'll get there, for that I'm sure.
Forgive me, it was just the other day. The look on your face was 1,000 miles away. It's after midnight and I'm looking at you.
They're not as high, mate.
Nah, they're getting a lot lower. My feet are not coming off the ground. It's getting hard now.
The final 7 kilometre stretch of the race saw the athletes running down Coplow Hill Dam Road. Running downhill after running uphill for 100 odd kilometres is a real test of the legs, and I was surprised to see the athletes still running so efficiently.
Nearly there.
Pretty good, mate, pretty good.
That's me. Jeez.
I know, not your big dick.
Who would have thought that would have happened on Friday? And I couldn't even get over. Wow.
What's that feel like, mate?
Sorry?
What's that feel like?
Fantastic. I'm just elated. That's brilliant.
The overall 3 days, I'm absolutely stoked, but the event's brilliant. I mean, the volunteers, everyone involved, even the runners themselves, the winners and that have just been so encouraging and for everyone. It's just a really good event. One of the best ones I've done anyway. Really happy.
Pace, pace, let's do it again.
How's that arm, mate?
Yeah. Sure, really sure. It was bizarre.
Did you balance it up?
Pardon?
Did you balance
Oh
it
no,
up?
I kept on going, but it was just, in the end I had it down my pants and everywhere, so I didn't have to carry it anymore. I looked happy for a lot of that marathon.
Yeah, why do we do it? I don't know. Why do we do it?
When the pain stops, that's when it's good.
I've no idea. 3 years ago I was quite happy running 7k just for weight maintenance, and then I guess I just got dragged. I don't know, just joining a running group and just being surrounded by inspiring people, and you become who you hang around with. That's the bottom line. So it's very impossible to run 5k every week when everyone else is talking about 10, 15, 20. You just get roped into it. Because you think, well, if they can, I can.
Yeah.
So does that mean you're going
No,
to
so you two
start?
got to stop hanging around each other.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's a good plan.
Tough day, very tough day. The mind wants to move, but the body's not. Ah, thank you. Never again.
Really, never again?
Or maybe next year. You got to try. You got to do better. Yeah.
So pleasing thing, I had a chat to Peter Watson after the race. The first year he actually did it, he had the exact same injury that I had.
Yeah, I had it first year at the end of the second, just coming into the end of the second, got like a fractured back foot there. And then the third run I did that foot, so I could barely move, but I was going to finish no matter what.
Yeah.
So it was better going uphill than it was coming downhill. That was a bit bizarre.
Well, that was my first one.
Well, your first one, and then
Yeah.
oh, so you're nuts. Your first doing this is your first marathon.
Yeah, well, they said I went too quick for my first one.
Yeah.
After that food for thought from Peter, Scott was still feeling a little disappointed about the day and returned to his car to take some of the weight off his foot. How have you found the last 3 days?
It's been a breath of fresh air. You've got to hang out with like-minded people, all positive people, people a lot like yourself who just set a goal and go about trying to achieve it, no matter how talented of an athlete they are. They just have a great mindset.
So what's 3 bits of advice you'd give to another athlete trying to attempt to finish this kind of a race for the first time?
The first one would be you only race yourself. Don't worry about anyone else and what times they're doing or where they are or how they feel. It's a long journey and you will discover a lot about your own self and your own body whilst competing in it. The second tip would be practicing your recovery. It's all good to go and do your training and put all the miles in, but one of the most important things is your recovery process from finishing day 1 to the start of day 2. And if you don't practice that, you don't know what you're doing. Probably the most important one is just keep moving. No matter how slow you're moving, you're still moving, you're still going forward. Even if it's just walking pace, crawling pace, moaning, hating life pace, just keep moving.
So you hate me for making you do it?
I hate you for other things, but not making me do it.
Well, that's my journey in Cairns come to an end. And that by far is the best experience that I've had filming in a long time. Take out all the news, the docos, the sports, weekend programs, all those shows that I work on, that doesn't come anywhere near close to what we just filmed. And the reason why is because if you went to a supermarket and you see 95% of those athletes that were running yesterday and the previous 2 days, you wouldn't look at them and think they're athletes. You wouldn't even think they could run 10Ks, yet they're running 3 marathons in 3 days up hills like that. That's what gets me excited about filming these type of events, and you're going to see me film a lot more of these. And I think from the chat in my ear last night from Scott that I think he's got the bug now, so he's already planning the next event, and it could be a little more challenging than what we had yesterday. So stay tuned and let's make some more shows.